Welcome, welcome. Come on in, take a seat, relax, enjoy. It's time to take you on holiday. This is Cruise First TV, and as the name suggests, it's Cruise First. But there's so much more to what we do.
Yes, there is. We're the #1 on TV for the broadest set of cruise adventures across the globe. Now, in this show, a cruise name that needs no introduction here in the UK. It's the cruise line for us, P&O Cruises.
Yes, with their charming fleet of ships, P&O Cruises are the top choice when it comes to a good time, plenty of familiarity, and their luxurious touches on board, from the fabulous dining to far-reaching entertainment.
Yes, it's one of the many reasons that it's one of the most popular cruise getaways, and in this show we've got bigger trips to and from the UK, getting you to the places you never dreamed possible if flying is not your thing.
Yes, we are off in this show for two very different cruise routes, taking in the Caribbean. And we'll be heading on an intensive Pure Canada cruise. Both are satisfyingly longer durations, sailing in and out of the UK. Now, with Cruise First, book your cruise today with just a low deposit, and we'll offer you discounts on their drinks package prices too, saving 20% by booking early.
Sounds good. To the Caribbean we go then, and it's a 35-night cruise getaway with no tipping required along the way as you check in for your dream getaway, boarding Iona on the 4th of January in 2027. Magnificent. What a lovely time to get away as well. Something to look forward to when it's dim and grey and really dull and lackluster back home, and you're jetting off. Well, you're not jetting off, you're cruising off. That's the whole point, and that's the easiest thing and the easiest way to go on an adventure, particularly if you don't love to fly. So, no tipping. Prices on board are in pounds sterling. You've got your 3-pin sockets and tea and coffee facilities in cabins, and brands such as PG Tips and Marmite in your international buffet, and it's British geared entertainment as well. So think of your favourite TV shows on the, in-cabin TV. That's going to be a wonderful way of just kicking back and relaxing if you want to. Now, when it comes to cruising on P&O Cruises, we've got you taken care of. From cuisine to entertainment, from destination preparation, as in even before you set foot ashore, you're going to have everything prepped and ready to go. Should that be what you wish, you're going to have a wonderful time in all weathers, because P&O Cruises are well versed at cruising out of the UK, of course. So you've got triple deck glass windows, you've got that wonderful solarium with the cover as well, depending on the weather. 30 bars and restaurants on board. 4 pools, 16 whirlpools. I mean, yeah, this is the life, absolutely. And you can even learn about the gin distillery on board. Maribel Gin is available. You can actually do a class, learn about how it's made, and take home a bottle. Delicious. Silent discos, grab your headset and tune into various music channels as you dance away to your own beat. I love that. Let's talk about some of the entertainment on board though. You've got live game shows such as Wavelengths. Now this was created for P&O Cruises. It's virtually starring TV and game show host Ben Shepherd, so that's going to be lots of fun. You've got the Show Festival, which is a nostalgic show featuring epic artists and well-known anthems, and it definitely brings the feel of summer festivals on board. So many more shows to enjoy. Oh, The Greatest Days, the official Take That musical, featuring songs by Take That and a beautiful story. There's so much more as well. Now, when it comes to day-to-day planning, you've got your cruise planner online. You can log into My Holiday from the ship's network on your device. And this is your smart cruise planner. So you can book dining, theatre shows, as you see here, events, shore excursions. You can see the restaurant menu, the spa menu, and you can also buy Wi-Fi packages and see your account. So that's brilliant. All prepped up and ready to go even before you head ashore, by booking your excursions. And they will do an excursion presentation alongside lots of other lectures that will likely pique your interest, that are tailored to be specific for the destinations that you are heading to. But of course, we're heading out for some winter warmth out of Southampton. In a few days at sea, it's going to see us into Tenerife, in the Canaries, the mighty peak of Mount Teide. You can discover volcanic valleys. the island's lively cafe culture perhaps, and take a scenic drive through Mount Teide National Park with a stop in La Otrava's Old Town. Then we're crossing the Atlantic and we're into Charlestown St. Kitts first of all, the Caribbean's Emerald Heart. Just look at those beaches, so well received I'm sure in January. Sugarcane hills, old plantations, and there's the fabulous scenic railway trip to do there. An overnight on board in Bridgetown, Barbados, which is a vibrant island of calypso colour and gorgeous coral reefs. You might want to take the catamaran sunset sail adventure and swim with the turtles. How amazing would that be as the sun goes down? I can't think of anything better. Next up, we're sailing into St. George's, Grenada, known as the Spice Island, with its nutmeg-scented breezes and rainbow bright houses as you're sailing in. Now, right there at the terminal is great shopping. You can wander around the craft markets, the spice stores as well, or go further afield to a beach excursion. Then it's Castres in St. Lucia, which is an island definitely sculptured by nature and volcanoes. Rainforest peaks and beaches meet crystal clear bays here. Now, cruise to Soufriere and visit the drive-in volcano and mineral springs on excursion. Then it's Philipsburg, St. Martin, a Dutch-French blend of island elegance and duty-free delights. Shop the boardwalk, some of the best shopping you'll find in the Caribbean, all tax and duty-free. It's right there in the town centre, just a short water taxi from the ship. Next up, we are into Road Town in Tortola, which is, a lovely English Virgin, part of the English Virgin Islands there. So you've got the 4x4 adventure to do, which is a great one. It takes you on Jeep Safari around the island. So much fun. We are back across the Atlantic and we're heading into Gran Canaria for a little stop, a cheeky stop here. Now this will just enable you to decompress perhaps and still get that lovely boost of sunshine before we head back to sunny Blighty, no doubt. La Coruña is next up, and this is up in Galicia. Now you're not far from Santiago de Compostela, which is great. You might want to do the tour there, which takes you to the old town and a spot of walking as well, because it's fascinating this. Then after 35 nights, over a month away, we're back into Southampton. So we're heading out of Southampton to the Canaries first of all, then to some incredible Caribbean ports, St. Kitts, Barbados, Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Martin, Antigua, Tortola, then another cheeky stop in the Canary Islands, and of course Galicia before we head back into Southampton.
And listen, if you go on this holiday with one case and you come back with 4, it's not a problem. It's not a problem whatsoever, which is great. So you pick up bits and pieces, new clothes, souvenirs, presents, gifts, whatever it might be. And it's not a worry because you're coming back into Southampton, of course. So you don't have those same kind of luggage restrictions that you do when you have to go through an airport, because you're always thinking, how much is that extra case going to be? How much? 5 weeks of full board cruising on board Iona for one amazing price. Consider everything that P&O Cruises puts on the menu for you as part of your cruise. That price tag is exceptional. And you can book that today from a deposit of just 10% of that price. So your deposits today start from just £269 per person. And do you know what? For me, the highlight of this is that every single minute of your holiday on a P&O Cruises cruise is that pure holiday. There's no getting up at stupid o'clock in the morning because I've got to go to the airport to none of that. Just relax, get on board, relax, and then enjoy it. 35 nights. 35 nights of amazing entertainment, the most incredible food choices from lots of different venues as well. Great service, they're good fun, the team on board P&O Cruises. Plenty of activities and things for you to get involved in, and lots of inclusions. No tipping required on board as you cruise to and around the glorious Caribbean. Leaving on the 4th of January. Wow, wow, wow. Now that is a happy new year in the sun. 5 weeks of stunning cruise, hitting the hot spots of the Caribbean. Full board and the wonderful warm welcome and service. You are going to have just the greatest time. Book it today with that low deposit. Remember, just 10% of that price, starting from $269 per person today, your deposits. It's worth snapping up. Here's all the details. It's great, isn't it? It is superb. With this offer as well, and it's well worth doing this as well, if you want to make it an all-inclusive cruise, if you want to book their classic drinks package, which is very, very comprehensive on board, talk to our team, and if you book it when you book your cruise with our team, we'll discount the price of that drinks package by 20%. Which is a massive amount, actually. The same cruise, by the way, also runs on board Britannia on the 4th of July in 2028. So you can be planning for that right now with a low deposit as well. If you want the price and more details for that particular cruise, again, just give us a call on 0800 953 4700. But that, I tell you what, is a deal and a half. And the great thing is, checking in down at Southampton, it's such a friendly team. It is such a warm welcome. And then you go up the walkway onto the ship, and as soon as you are on board, that's it. Cares and worries, leave those in Southampton. You're away.
I love
How
that.
great.
I love that. Isn't that wonderful?
I could do with that right now, I can tell you. Our second no-fly, longer duration sail away with P&O Cruises takes us on board Aurora. Now, this is a more intimate adults-only cruise to enjoy over 24 nights on the 17th of September in 2027. And we're heading off this time to discover pure Canadian discovery. Oh. It's a fascinating itinerary. I've never seen one like it.
No.
You're going to have the greatest time. And of course, adults only, a lot of people at home, or certainly, a fair chunk of people who like to enjoy a holiday will be like, hurrah to that. It's just us. It's just us.
The silence, the peace, all of those spaces to yourself. Oh, I love this. I know. Whilst enjoying delectable food such as Sindhu, Horizon Restaurant, Lido Grill, you name it. This has just gone through a refit as well. So they've refreshed the decor. They've added actually a retractable roof to the crystal pool, which is fantastic for this kind of cruising, of course, at this time of year. And new deck furniture as well as decor updates throughout the ship. So if you are a fan of Aurora, you're going to be back again and noticing some upgrades, which is wonderful. You've got the incredible atrium at the heart of the ship, which spans 4 decks with a massive 30-foot sculpture by artist John Mills. For the best views of the ship, you definitely would head up to the Crow's Nest cocktail bar. This is a lovely place to enjoy the sunset, just cocktail in hand, relaxing and seeing the Atlantic on the horizon.
I'm there.
Magic, yes, with book in hand, or maybe a set of cards, whatever tickles your fancy. Talking of cards, they do bridge meets and all kinds of different games. Obviously, with the transatlantic, you're going to be enjoying lots of sea time, which is great, sea days. And that will enable you to take part in all the amazing activities they offer you. So cruising out of Southampton, a few days at sea, will see us into Canada, St. John's, Newfoundland, North America's oldest city, where brightly coloured row houses line the harbour and seabirds wheel above Signal Hill. Join a coastal drive to Cape Spear, the easternmost point in North America, on excursion. Next up, it's Gaspé, where mountains meet the sea in this rugged corner of Quebec. You can wander along the Fourilion National Park's cliffs or take a boat trip to Bonaventure Island to spot puffins and seals. How amazing would that be? The pictures you will have. Next up, we're into Saint Pierre, a remote gem on Quebec's North Shore, famous for its limestone monoliths and quiet bays. Perhaps take an excursion to Mingan Archipelago National Park with a naturist guide. You'll have naturist guides on board. Then it's an overnight in Quebec, Quebec City, which will be incredible. Oh, can you imagine? Strolling those medieval back streets, there's nowhere like Quebec. It really is Europe meets Canada. And you've got to try the poutine. That's their kind of national dish, which is fancy chips with cheese curds and gravy. I promise you'll love it. Then it's Saguenay. Carved by glaciers, Saguenay fjords offer dramatic cliffs and charming French-Canadian villages. Now, cruise the fjord to see towering capes and maybe a glimpse of a beluga whale. There's never been an itinerary like this before. It's amazing. Then we're into lovely Charlottetown in Prince Edward Island with pastel houses and red sand beaches in Canada's birthplace of Confederation. You could visit Green Gables Heritage Place and taste fresh island mussels on excursion. That would be fascinating. Next up, it's the Magdalen Islands. These windswept islands blend a Canadian charm with endless dunes and lovely colour as you see pictured there. The tour you want to do here is the Cap Humeur, the panoramic view and artisanal cheese tasting tour. Next up is Halifax, which is a bustling maritime city steeped in a real seafaring history, hilltops, citadels, lively wharves and that incredible lighthouse. You can walk right along the promenade to that with loads of shops and dining. Next up, we're into Sydney in Nova Scotia, gateway to Cape Breton's Islands. And the tour to do here, the Travel a Cabot Trail for sweeping mountain and sea views and Gaelic heritage. That would be really interesting. And then we're heading back across the Atlantic and disembarking in Southampton after this once-in-a-lifetime 24-night adventure from Southampton, heading out to some incredible destinations in Canada, St. John's, Gaspé, Havre, Saint-Pierre, Quebec. So we've got several in French Canada there, Saguenay, Charlottetown. Then we're finishing up, of course, in Sydney before we head back to Southampton.
It's such a refreshing itinerary, I think, over 24 nights. And to know that you can do that to and from the UK. I mean, this is the cruise that if you've done cruises and you're thinking, right, okay, well, I don't fly, but I've done the Med, I've done the fjords, I've done everything that feels local, and you are looking in a new direction. This is, I think, that new direction. 24 nights of cruising to go and enjoy in pure Canada. It's brilliant. And the price tag is superb. Of course, for an adults only extravaganza, you're going to love it. 24 fabulous nights, full board, less than 2,000 passengers on board, so it will have that really lovely intimate feel. You'll get to know everyone, you'll have a great time, lots of activities included as well. You are going to have the greatest time. And today, if you book this right now, you can book it from a deposit of just 10%. So your deposits start from just $369 per person. And like I say, life on board Aurora is that slightly more intimate affair, and it's adults only as well. Whatever your views on travelling with children, because it's never your children, it's always somebody else's, isn't it? But adults only cruise is great, and less than 2,000 people means it feels like it's a bit more tailored to you. Do you know what I mean? There's more space around. You've got more chance to breathe and enjoy. It's wonderful. It's a chance to let your hair down a bit, enjoy the finer things in life, and get to know some new people and love this journey. It is brilliant. You are going to love the service on board as well. It's always top notch with P&O Cruises, and you've got a lovely balance of ports here to enjoy in Canada, and you've got some nice sea time as well to just enjoy yourself, all relax and remember that you're on holiday and you need this break because it's over 3 weeks worth of holiday. It is brilliant. Remember, it's a deposit today starting from just 10% of the cruise price. So that on this starts from just $369 per person deposit today. And remember, your tips are included on board. Here's all the details that you need to get booked. This is lovely. Actually, it feels like a... You know what, if you were a writer, I think this would be really, really lovely. I think it's a very poetic journey. I think it would give you some nice time to go and be creative, come up with some new ideas. You don't have to be a writer to go on this, by the way. It just would be particularly good if you'd like to get your head into a different space, I think. This is lovely. I think my head's gone into a different space already. Again, with this one, if you want to, you can add the classic drinks package from P&O Cruises when you book your cruise with our team, and our team can discount the price of that package by 20%, which is massive. And the cruise itself also runs on September on the 2nd as well. So if you want to go for that earlier date, then indeed just call the team if you'd like to go sooner, and we'll give you the price details. 0800 953 4700. Mr. P just said to me, you're going to write a book then.
Well,
I don't know, we'll one day.
I think we should. I think we might have found the next Bill Bryson or Jack Kerouac of the cruising world,
well,
Eric.
I will just
I'm
say,
excited about this.
I will say don't hold your breath for that, because you know how I love having ideas, but executing them is a very different matter.
Well, that's where we definitely match.
Mind you, you can speak your words these days, and it types it all out for you. So, you know, you never know. There's a lot in there.
This.
There's a lot in there. I keep all the receipts. Anyway, back to the cruising, and one more epic no-fly P&O Cruises offer to show you now from a wide array of choices, which you can book right now with our team, going right the way through to 2028. This time we're off to the Caribbean once again, but sooner, leaving for 35 nights on the 27th of February, across the pond to the Caribbean, New Orleans, Miami and Orlando, on board your balcony cabin on the very popular Ventura. And I have to tell you, for this cruise, the reason why it's a balcony is, one, because this is almost a late deal that we're about to propose here. So the insides and the ocean views long since sold out and gone. But you know what? There are worse things in life than the only choice being the balcony.
Oh, can you imagine? This adventure is going to be absolutely epic. First of all, 35 nights, thank you very much. Heading off in the blustery cold of February. Yes, that's ticking boxes for me already. I just love the idea of sailing off into the sunset in February when it's cold and miserable. And the thing is with P&O Cruises that we're so well versed of being able to offer, you know, these crossings. So they're all kitted out for you for all weather conditions with the retractable roofs and loads of activities indoor. And of course, when you start to get into warmer climes, you can enjoy out on deck, but it's wonderful to have the options of both when you're on board. 21 dining options, 8 entertainment venues, 4 swimming pools to enjoy on board. The Laguna pool's the largest pool with a lovely vibe and 2 whirlpool spas. The Beachcomber, that has the retractable roof for all weathers, so we love that, especially in the early days of the crossing. And then there's the terrace pool in the aft as well. When it comes to enjoying your entertainment and dining of an evening, there's the Arena Theatre, and of course that is packed with amazing events, not just in the evening, actually, during the day. And again, because P&O Cruises are so well versed at doing these crossings, you'll find that there's just such a well thought out entertainment schedule from dawn to dusk, with guest speakers, with game shows, with bingo, with movies, all taking part in the theatre. So you can literally sit there from 7 or 8 in the morning if you want to, even in the theatre, and just be entertained. But if that's not your pace, if you're very much a, you know, do your gym workout, nice cup of coffee, sit back and read a book, oh, there'll be plenty of spots for you to, you know, find around the ship that are nice and quiet for you. Spot shopping as well, of course, never hurt anyone. We love shopping at sea because, you know, tax and duty free, but there's also lots of great brands that you'll recognise. You can pick up your P&O Cruises signature, you know, shirts and all kinds of keepsakes as well to make everybody jealous back home, because yes, it's all about that, isn't it? Bragging rights for sure. So we're sailing out of Southampton and starting our 35-night adventure, first of all at sea, before we sail into La Coruña, which is a proud Galician port crowned by the ancient Tower of Hercules lighthouse. Now, you might want to take a trip to Santiago de Compostela, Spain's famous pilgrimage city. Then we are crossing the Atlantic and heading to beautiful Hamilton, Bermuda, with its pink sands and pastel buildings and gorgeous turquoise waters. A stylish capital indeed. Cruise across the Great Sound aboard a catamaran on an adventure tour for sure. Then we're into Freeport in the Bahamas with its bright markets and rum bars and gorgeous powder white sand, some of the best reef on earth in the Bahamas. I very much recommend doing snorkeling, diving, or a glass bottom boat tour, or an Atlantis submarine tour while you're there. Then it's Cozumel in Mexico, a diver's paradise, talking of marine life, with those beautiful crystal waters. But at the same time, the Mayan culture, you might want to visit the ruins of Tulum, which are perched above a lovely beach on the mainland while you're there. Then Roatan awaits, lush hills meeting the incredible coral seas. You know, it's an island framed by the Mesoamerican reef. You can learn all about the Mesoamerican culture on tour as well, and do a mangrove kayak safari. We are next up into beautiful Belize City, one of the dive capitals of the world. Now, an excursion you could do here is the inland journey to explore the ancient Mayan city of Altunja and the scenic Old Belize River. I think that would give us a little culture taste, wouldn't it? We have an overnight on board in New Orleans. How fantastic is this? Let the jazz and the Creole flavours seduce you. Stroll down Bourbon Street, head to Reservation Music Hall and, you know, listen to traditional jazz while enjoying a cocktail and perhaps a beignet in the other hand at the famous Café du Monde. Then it's Miami, a city of endless sunshine, great shopping and Art Deco flair. Now you've got to head to South Beach and see the famed Art Deco district on Collins Avenue. That is a must, it's unbelievable. Or perhaps an Everglades airboat safari. Next up, it's Port Canaveral for Orlando, gateway to Florida's Space Coast and theme park magic. Now you could do the Kennedy Space Center or even Disney for the day, or perhaps you'll head to the shopping malls and get some bargains. Now we're crossing back over the Atlantic, and first up we're into Praia de Vitoria in the Azores, which is lovely. We don't often see this. Usually it's Ponta Delgada. It's a tranquil Atlantic haven. You've got the volcanic landscapes, the charming Portuguese old town. A few days at sea will see us back into Southampton where we'll disembark. Now here's the magic, 35 nights. Shop until you drop. You're going to be heading into some of the hot spots for shopping. Not only the Caribbean for tax and duty-free wonders, but also Orlando, outlet malls, Miami, New Orleans. Oh my gosh, I love that you can just stroll off the ship. No flying needed here. What an adventure.
5 weeks.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say. 5 weeks. An amazing 5 weeks. To the Bahamas, to the Caribbean, to Mexico, to Orlando, to Miami. It's so exciting. Someone outside the studio thinks they're having a firework display to celebrate it. But you get to book it first because you've got, as well as the Caribbean, you've got the overnight in New Orleans as part of your itinerary. And remember what I told you, no insides available, no ocean views available, long since sold out and gone. So for you, for this offer, it's the balcony, baby, all the way. And for a price tag I don't think you're expecting. That's why the fireworks are going off everywhere. It's that time of year, isn't it? But you fancy this coming up soon. In February, that's your price tag. That's your price tag, and you can get this booked up right now, today. I would not waste any time. Inside cabins, sold out. Ocean view cabins, sold out and gone. Balcony for this price tag. Go for it. Here's everything that's included. It is so good. I would not even wait. I would not wait one single moment for this. Let me just remind you, 5 weeks. And look at where you're going on this itinerary as well. It's not just the Caribbean, which would be amazing, but you've got those wonderful US cities as well. New Orleans, the overnight. I mean, that means you can enjoy the nightlife in New Orleans because you're there over 2 days. Oh, that would be one memorable night. And remember, again, same with the cruise that we had earlier that also went to the Caribbean, because this is a 5-week cruise and it goes from Southampton to Southampton. If you go away with 1 case and you come back with 4, guess what? Not a problem. Not going to cost you a penny more to get off the end of the holiday, which is amazing. I would not hang around with that one because it'll be, I would imagine on that one, it'll be the next few bookings and that will be gone. I wouldn't imagine there's much availability there at all. We just thought we would let you know because we're good like that. Cruise First, honestly, to get the deals, whether they're in 2 weeks' time or 2 years' time, it's always us.
With 25 years of travel expertise, when booking with Cruise First, you can be sure that you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We work with all the major cruise lines to bring you the most comprehensive selection of exclusive deals you won't find anywhere else. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. As a fully bonded member of APTA and ATOL Protected, you have the peace of mind that your booking is always safe with us. We've been here on your TV screens for over a decade, making us the longest-running cruise channel in the UK. We make it easy to budget for your dream holiday. With many of our deals, just pay a deposit today and you then have until your due date to pay the balance. Plus, we're one of the highest-rated cruise agents on Trustpilot, with over 7,000 independent reviews. This all means that you can be fully confident when booking your next exciting adventure with Cruise First.
Well, I don't know how you chose out of any of those holidays, to be honest with you, in that show, because don't you want them all?
They're all amazing.
Yeah.
And so different.
Yeah. And listen, I mean, we've shown you longer durations in this show. We do every single P&O Cruises cruise. And some of them are like, you know, a week or so. So if you want something a little bit more, I can try that for the first time.
Yeah.
I just want a week somewhere. No problem whatsoever. Talk to our team. 0800 953 4700. But if you fancy 5 weeks on a cruise in and out of the UK,
wow, and the dynamic different itineraries on offer, you gotta snap these up. Like we said, they're selling out very fast.
absolutely. Listen, come back and join us again for more exciting offers from Cruise1st.
Ciao for now.